cough was a nice introduction, right? Yeah, well, I am a bit under the weather tonight, guys. Once again, unfortunately, not feeling a lot better yet. But anyway, we're going to try to get through this with the minimal amount of throat clearing and coughing and sniffing and snorting. So we'll do the best that we can with that. And apologies in advance for whatever amount you do have to put up with. I did go, did I forget to load that? I did go to urgent care today, and they gave me some kind of crazy medication that says it can be used to treat anthrax and the plague. Are you kidding me? So I would hope that, given the whatever that must be is pretty strong, one would hope I would feel better maybe by tomorrow. I apparently forgot to put up our spreadsheet, so I'm getting that loaded right now. Once I get that loaded, we'll be ready to rock and roll. And as it stands right now, there's a big amount of unpaid teams setting open again. You know, last night we had, in one of the breaks, 4 or 5 unpaid teams. And tonight, at the moment, I think we're once again looking at 4 or 5 unpaid teams, unless the payment comes in here in the next few minutes. But first up, we do have a jersey break tonight. I finally have our spreadsheet loaded. So let's get started. Feedback, guys, to let you know, mine is automated. So anytime you leave positive feedback from me, you're going to instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second message there is to say thank you. I appreciate you bidding and breaking and chatting and hanging out with me. And in the case of tonight, also putting up with what will almost certainly be some coughing and hacking as we go along. We're taking a look right now at breaks that are already listed on eBay. This is the stuff we're going to be doing over the next several days. Tomorrow we are starting early at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, because it's New Year's Eve. We're going to do a basketball mixer and a football mixer. All the details of the specific products are in the listing descriptions on that one. I'm kind of trying to keep the talking to a minimum, so I'm not going to name them all off. On Tuesday, which is New Year's Day, we're going to start early there too at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Half case of mini helmets. That'll be the start of a new case. Full case of Bowman's Best. Full case of Optic Football. Wednesday and going forward, our new start time, at least for the winter, is going to be 9:30 Eastern instead of 10 Eastern. And you can see there, we got lots of stuff coming up. Playbook Football, Contenders Basketball, Revolution Basketball, more Bowman's Best, more Bowman Draft. We'll be starting a new case of Bowman Draft on Friday night, and so on. For tonight, that says none, but that's incorrect. See, this is what happens when you're medicated, right? That's actually not correct. We do have one free shipping break tonight, and it is that. Oh my goodness. It's this one, if I can ever manage to extract it here. Let's try this again. Okay, that's more like it. So our baseball jersey, that is a free shipping break, and looking for that to be out the door and on the way to you no later than Saturday. Our Bowman Draft, I'm hoping to get out the door to you no later than Thursday. Guys, I know it's a little later than usual. Holidays factored in there, and the fact that I am relatively ill is factored in there. So hopefully it's going to get on the way to you by Thursday, we hope. So first up, 2018 Gold Rush Autograph Baseball Jersey. This is break number 31. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 30th of December. You'll see team names there on the left-hand side. The user ID of the winning bidder is across from each team on the right-hand side. And, of course, a new spreadsheet will go up when we do Bowman Draft, which will be in just a second. These jersey breaks are pretty quick, as you might imagine. And the focus right there went out. A focus in the background. I do know that. I did that on purpose. But don't worry, we're going to be able to see everything okay. So who do we have in chat tonight? Jay Allen is here. Dan is here. And Greg. And Andrew. Andrew, the jersey spots were good on. There's a bunch of unpaid in Bowman draft, unless it gets paid here in the next couple of minutes. I think we've got maybe 4 unpaid teams in Bowman draft, 3 of them belonging to one person. Stephanie is here as well. Stephanie, I don't know who snagged the Cubs in here. Jay Allen, you're looking for the Phillies. Jordan's looking for the Rays. And Bruce says he's in. He's just hoping for the best. All right. Oh, Dan, last night was your first break. You've had 2 nights of me being sick in a row then, man. I'm sorry. That sucks, doesn't it? I'm sorry. I really was hoping I would be better today because I did go to urgent treatment and they gave me all that high-powered medicine. I was hoping to be kicked in by tonight, but guess what? It's not yet anyway. JSA authenticated. Nice hit for the Yankees with a little Don Mattingly. And there, of course, your signature and your JSA authenticated sticker that goes along with your authentication card. This appears to be a custom jersey, but for the sake of argument, we'll check out the tag situation. Yeah, definitely custom, because it would have, you know, the MLB logo and tags and things there if it was not. So, nice hit for the Yankees taking home the Don Mattingly jersey out of our break tonight. Now, let's see where we are with our non-paying friends and see what teams we potentially have available. I don't know why people bid and don't pay. You know, we had a pretty good little spell where we didn't have that happen very much, and then we got hit with it big time yesterday and today. Okay, so tonight we have the Phillies unpaid at last bid amount $49. I have the Angels unpaid, last bid amount of $38 and some change. We have the Minnesota Twins unpaid. I'm waiting to have this come up. The Minnesota Twins last bid price was $26. And then the Rockies. Let's get the Rockies up here. The Rockies last bid was $18.50. So preference, guys, would go to somebody who would potentially pick up all 4 of those teams. Obviously, if no one wants all 4, then we'll, you know, piecemeal it out if we have to. But I would like to move those 4 teams because I've already been popped by some non-paying bidders this week, one of which I did not resell because I was stupid and trusted somebody that I shouldn't have, and there you go. So, Stephanie, you said who had the Yankees on the last break? Let me see. The Yankees on the last break says it was Royal Flush had the Yankees in the last break. So this is, of course, the Bowman draft break that we're sitting on, these unpaid teams, which is really a drag because it just makes it, you know, a mess for everybody. We all have to sit and wait while we try to sell these teams and move this stuff out. I really just do not look fondly on people who bid and do not pay. All right, so Jordan, you said, and Dan, you guys are both asking the tab on all 4. The bid amounts would have been, let me see here, like 133 or something if you added them all up together. So make me an offer on it. Obviously, they would have had shipping attached to them on the original price as well, which would have pushed up that total by another like $6 or so. But clearly, at this point in time, I'm just looking to hopefully get them moved out the door at somewhat reasonably close to where we were with it before. Stephanie, I do have more jerseys here, but I don't have any more that ended tonight, unfortunately. So Jordan and or Dan, are either one of you interested in the the 4-team package? If you are, let me know what you're offering. We can try to figure it out from there. I'm hoping not to slow this down any more than we have to for two reasons. One, because it's boring and terrible to watch when it's all slowed down. And secondly, because, like, I'm sick, man. I just kind of want to get this break done, right? And I'm heavily medicated right now, hoping that it's going to stave off some of the coughing and that kind of crap. I don't know how long that stuff will hold out either. Jordan, you'll take them. Okay. Then, Jordan, I'm typing in for you, in case you do not have it, the email that I use for PayPal. I don't really use this for correspondence, FYI, for anybody who's looking to reach out to me that way. I don't really check this account for correspondence, but that is the account, Jordan, for PayPal. So if you can just, are you okay just logging in and sending it over, or do you prefer that I log in and send you an invoice? I mean, either way is okay. Obviously, it's faster if you do it on your side, but if you want me to do it that way, I will. But you know what? I got to fix the spreadsheet. We can't quite start opening stuff yet. I know. Medication, guys. I'm sorry. It is a bit of a struggle today, but let me go in and plug Jordan into the second chance offers. I'm going to leave you on that screen for a minute while I come in here and try to get this done. And nothing is cooperating with me. So Phillies, Angels, Twins, and Rockies. All right. All right. And I got to copy that. The Phillies, the Twins. Who else did I say it was? The Phillies and the Twins and the Rockies and somebody else. At least Twins, Rockies, Angels. That's the other one, the Angels. Alrighty. And then let me save that. Meanwhile, Jordan, are you full steam ahead there? You're sending it on yourself. Great. That saves some time. I appreciate that. Now I got to get over here and get all this stuff canceled out of eBay, since these people did not bother to pay for their stuff. And we'll get both of those canceled, and then we're going to be ready to go. So I appreciate everyone's patience. This is 2 nights in a row, and poor Dan, he's only done 2 breaks here. And both nights we had a big slew of non-paying bidders that we've had to deal with. And then both nights I've been sick. So I feel like I need to pull him something really good tonight, because that's just a terrible way to start things out. Yes, Jordan, thank you, man. That is perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And of course I will ship that directly from PayPal, probably, or I may ship it from eBay, create the label in eBay, put them all together, and then just add in the tracking for PayPal. But at any rate, I'll keep you apprised of how it's going out, so you'll know what package to expect it in. All right, so all that part is done. We are ready to rock and roll onward. And let's take a look back at our spreadsheet. So again, shipping, guys, hopefully out the door by Thursday on this Bowman draft. And a lot of that just depends on how I feel. If I feel better, we might be able to get it to you faster. And if I continue to feel like this, it might be a day later, because, oh, yay. But I'm hoping for Thursday. Then, of course, this is a 4-box break of 18 Bowman draft. This is a jumbo half-case break. It's break number 4. And, of course, ended tonight on eBay the 30th of December. You'll see all those plugged in there as second chance. Jordan and I just threw it up there with rhymes to remind me, so that I can go after the break, print out your corresponding payment and put it with all the invoices that I use for shipping, so that I get everything out to the right place. And thank you, Jordan, for picking up those teams. I hope that we are able to have some good luck for you tonight as a result. I hope the mojo, repays your kindness. Now, in these, we've got 3 autographs coming out per box. And there's lots of inserts and things in here. We'll kind of try to take a look at them the first pass through. And then after that, you know, we won't really stop on them unless they're low numbered or you know, of importance. The nice thing about the Bowman Draft Jumbo, or really any of the Topps Jumbo products, all the nice little hits are in the middle. So we know up front that we can kind of bust a move through all of the base until we get to our nice center where we start having some hits. All these packs are configured the same. So we're going to have some chrome parallels, and the ones that we find here at the top part of the pack do not refract. We'll find a couple more in a minute that do refract, but the top ones don't. And we'll find loads of these. There's 2 teams, of course, on each one of those cards. So they're going to sit over there in our housekeeping area. And basically what that means is at the end of the break, we'll use random.org to award those. So here are our 2 chrome refractors. Again, we're going to find it that exact same configuration in every pack. Sometimes our insert will be different, sometimes it'll be an autograph, etc. But it's pretty much always going to be a bunch of base and then like 5 Bowman chrome, an insert, and then 2 refractor chromes. So that's kind of how that's going to work. Jay Allen, you have got Houston in this. You don't usually have the Astros. All right, so you're going Astros tonight. You're also headed to bed because you got to get up at 5, so we will definitely try to work the mojo for you. And this is coming out numbered to 499 for the Indians. That one is paper. There's our chrome. We have a redemption. Often I flip those over and we save them to the end of the break, but we hit this one face up, so there it is. It is a black refractor parallel of Tristan Pompey. That goes into housekeeping as well because we will go to the Topps website at the end of the break and check that out, verify our teams and all that sort of stuff. The card collectors here. The card collector, we just got started. We had some more unpaid teams tonight, so that slowed us down a little bit. But Jordan was super awesome and picked them all up in one nice package, which made it move along a little better than it could have otherwise. A purple parallel to 250 for the Mariners with Sam Carlson. And an insert franchise futures in the chrome parallel. And then, of course, our 2 refractors. Yeah, so Greg's like, no, he didn't miss anything. He's right. Yeah, but yeah, we just pulled the 1 autograph, and it's there on the redemption anyway, so. So yes, I'm hopeful that this high-powered antibiotic's going to make me feel better by tomorrow, because my goodness. Like, I don't even know. This is some kind of crazy something that I caught over Christmas. I caught something last year over Christmas, too. Christmas just doesn't like me for some reason, I guess. The Dodgers, Jaron Kendall to 402. So the chrome versions with this kind of blue color are to 402. The paper versions with that same color border are going to be to 499. Yes, card collector, I agree with you. That was pretty awesome of him to pick up the whole group, and I am very much hopeful that he is going to have some hits in here tonight to reward his good deed, we hope. This insert series, that is a facsimile signature. I'm sure you guys know that, but for anybody who might maybe be seeing it for the first time, that signature is just printed on the card. That's not an actual live signature on that particular insert set. The Baker Mayfield magic ran out on me today right when I thought that he might be able to pull off the win and somehow get my Steelers into the playoffs, because it looked like there for a minute they were headed down to kick that field goal, and we were potentially going to send the Ravens home and make the playoffs, but whoops, didn't work out that way. This is Will Banfield. That is numbered to 250. Purple parallel. That one is paper. And looks like we have a hit coming here. I think it's going to be Cody Clemens for the Tigers. Purple parallel to 250. So Detroit's on the board with Cody Clemens. And we still have one more to find in this box. Autograph, I mean. It's a green parallel for the Blue Jays, numbered to 99. And we have another 2-team to go up there into housekeeping. All those will be awarded right there at the end of the break tonight. Oh, card collector, you probably won't get outbid on the mixers. They don't. I don't know. I mean, it varies. Sometimes mixers are stronger than other times bidding wise, but I don't know. I feel like you'll probably have some luck in there tomorrow. I don't think you'll get outbid on all that. There's I don't remember exactly how much product there is in the basketball one, but the football one, I think it was like around $800 worth of product in the break. I don't remember what the number was on basketball. This is the Mets. It is numbered to 150 with the blue parallel paper. Yeah, I think it was around that, 800, maybe 850, but somewhere in that kind of general vicinity. So, you know, if you divided that out by 32, that's not a massive amount per team. So I think it'll probably be affordable. And, of course, some teams always go for more than others. Noah Naylor for the Cleveland Indians. That was our third autograph out of this box. Card collector, yeah, everything in Bowman is going to be signed on card for the most part, unless it's on an insert. And sometimes if it's on an insert, it will be a sticker, but that's not super common. And every once in a while, it'll even be hard signed on an insert. But most Topps and Bowman things are hard signed. I mean, I'm not going to say every single one is, but many of them are. So that's kind of what you come to expect from Topps and from Bowman. Travis Swaggerty. This is our Bowman Sterling Continuity, and that's for the Pirates. So yeah, I'm trying to think if we hit any. Have we hit any? I don't think we've hit anything in here that wasn't hard signed, that wasn't an insert. So I mean, as far as I can remember, everything in here we've hit has been hard signed, with the rare exception. And usually I would point that out, since most of these are not stickers. If it is a sticker, I would be likely to point it out in this break, since that would be the exception rather than the norm. So far, the cough medicine's holding. I'm pretty happy about that. You are too, right? I know, nobody wants to listen to that. But I have found if I sit kind of in one spot, I don't move around too much. You know, you don't cough nearly as much. So fortunately for us, sitting to do a break, you don't have to move around very much. This is for the Yankees. It is Josh Breaux to 402. And that was Chrome. Here's another 2-team. There's Jonathan India on there. I know I had a request by way of eBay messages for some Reds mojo tonight, specifically Jonathan India, I think. So we're trying to work a little magic for the Reds in our break tonight. Yes, card collector, that is correct. It is 12 football and 9 basketball. The basketball start back in the 2012-13 season and come up to the current 18-19 season. And the football boxes range from 2013 all the way up to current 2018, I believe, if I remember correctly. But in the description, it should, I believe I put in there not only the name of it, obviously, the name of it's in there, but I think if you scroll down to that bottom part where I always put the manufacturer's description, I think in this case, rather than it being the manufacturer's description for all of those, I listed what hits you could expect in each of those boxes. So that should give you a little more insight as well. This is the Padres. It's to 402, Josh Naylor. Another one headed up to dual team housekeeping area. Got lots of those looking for our attention at the end of the break. Well, and actually I should clarify, card collector, because one of the boxes in the football one, we don't really know what's going to be in it, because it's one of those repackaged kind of things. And all we know for sure is that it's going to have 2 hits in it, 2 guaranteed hits, and then I think some unopened packs, and you don't know what's going to be, what the packs are from, and you don't know what hits, if it's going to have hits in it or no hits in it, if it's going to be base or otherwise. So that's in there tomorrow too. So that could be from anything. That's to 402 for the Tampa Bay Rays. That's Nick Schnell. But of the stuff, you know, that actually came out in 2018, that product, but we don't know what is inside of it. Could be from any year. Of course, the main thing to remember is just it's going to be early. Very much earlier than you're used to. 7:30 tomorrow night and 8:30 on New Year's Day. That is a Bowman Sterling Continuity Ryan Weathers. Jesus Luzardo was one of our 2 refractor parallels that just went by. Did I just stack our base on that chrome? I did. I generally try to keep the chrome stacks separately just in case we need to go back and look at any of them or you guys have a question about it. The basketball mixer is tomorrow night as well, unpriced. They are both the basketball and the football, I think are tomorrow, right? Isn't it? I believe that's right, card collector. I think it is. New Year's Day, I think, is something different. It's one or the other, but I think it's tomorrow. I can double check it for you here in a second. Now we got a couple of our 2-team inserts that came out there together. Nice little Bo Bichette. And then there's Corey Holland in behind it. Well, card collector, we will definitely hope that you can pick yourself up some teams tomorrow then. Let me look over here and I can answer your question too, unpriced. La la la. Yeah, it's definitely tomorrow, New Year's Eve. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific is the break time. So the product end time's probably going to fall somewhere between like 5 and 6:30. I don't have that particular thing in front of me, so I don't know exactly what time they start ending, but it'd be somewhere within that range, should be, since we're doing the break at 7:30. Jared Kalenic and Griffin Caning, both on the refractor parallels. Yeah, right, card collectors. It's definitely earlier than normal. That's why I was calling your attention to it, because, of course, tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So lots of people wanted to see it be a little earlier than normal. Some people have evening plans and things. So that's how we lined it up. And it'll be early the next night as well on New Year's Day. The break will start at 8:30. This is Braden Fisher, numbered to 99 for the Dodgers. The Yankees have themselves a hit coming up here, it looks like. And it is Josh Bro. So the Yankees are on the board, along with the Tigers and the Indians. And is that all we've hit? We haven't hit any others out of this box yet, have we? I don't think. The Yankees might be the first out on this box, maybe. Bruce, you said that'll still leave you time to pop a cork. Yeah, it definitely should. I wouldn't think that those breaks would probably, both of them combined, shouldn't take more than 2 hours. I doubt it'll even take 2 hours. But you never know. I mean, some of the boxes obviously have more cards in them than others. But I don't think it should be a very long break. It should leave you, I believe, with plenty of time to celebrate. And here's Aramis Ademan for the Cubbies. That one is paper, so it's numbered to 499. Another two-teamer coming out, and a hit headed our way. And it is a green parallel for the Giants. Jake Wong, numbered to 99. A little San Francisco action. Well, unpriced. If you're saying you've got to work tomorrow during that, yeah, of course I will try to get the break uploaded probably fairly soon after we finish it. I'll try to upload it shortly after that, so you would be able to potentially watch it, I would think, probably within an hour or two after it's concluded. I haven't paid a lot of attention as to how long it takes for them to process it. Like, I know upload depends on the length of the break video itself, but then they do whatever processing is, and that slows it down a little. It's a 499 Duplantier for the Diamondbacks. And we have a hit for the Reds. It's not the player you wanted, though. So I haven't quite delivered on your specific mojo request, because I don't have Jonathan India for you, but I do have Josiah Gray. So at least we have a Reds autograph answering the call for a little extra mojo tonight. I see a sparkle, looks like, coming up here. I call it sparkle because Panini calls it white sparkle. I don't really know what Topps calls that particular design, but Panini calls it white sparkle. So I'm just going to call it sparkle. That's what we're going to go with. As for the Cardinals, it's Griffin Roberts. I'm always bad about remembering the names of all the parallels anyway. Kind of not my strong suit. There's so many of them. Well, so many of them in Panini. There aren't tons of them in Topps, obviously. They're a little more judicious in the way they do it. Detroit Tigers, there's a Cody Clemens purple parallel to 250. That is chrome for the Tigers. Oh, I just did that again. Gotta quit doing that, stacking the base on top of the chrome. Not that it matters, it's all going to be shipped out to you anyway. It's just how I prefer to keep it organized to make it easier. Because there's a lot of cards in here to get sorted and shipped. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,700, I think. In a half case. So yeah, it keeps me busy to get one of these breaks out, that's for sure. All right, we're at our halfway point. We've got 2 boxes down. We have 2 boxes to go. Buckeye's here. Hi, Buckeye. Dan, you need some St. Louis Cardinals action. All right. Let's see what we can get rolling on that. Buckeye, you haven't missed too awfully much. We're only halfway through right at this moment. We have another Bowman Sterling continuity. Casey Mize, nice for the Tigers. And then there's an Alex Fado for the Tigers and a Greg Deichmann for the A's. Buckeye Fleet is not feeling very well tonight either, I'm sad to report. I did go to the urgent treatment though today, and they gave me some kind of crazy medication that I took it, but I'm like half afraid to take it. It's got all these warnings on it about you can have serious reactions and they can happen after only 1 dose and they don't necessarily go away. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And you keep reading and they say it's good for the plague. Okay, like when have we needed medication for the plague since, the turn of the century? And for anthrax. So, if my problem were anthrax or the plague, we would assume I'd be, immediately cured. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to feel better tomorrow. That is a Brady Singer for the Royals, and that, kids, I think is the short print, isn't it? I think so. Like a photo variation short print, I think, on that particular Brady Singer. It does not strike me as the card we typically see for Brady Singer. Oh, your family left tonight. Okay, well, they left before New Year's. Huh. Did you kick them out, man? Yeah, I've got, 'tis the season, though, I guess, just for holiday in general, Some stay, some go, but I think it's pretty much everybody's holiday family time from about the 20th onward. This is Alex Fado for the Detroit Tigers with, again, the pattern that I personally am calling Sparkle. I'm not really sure what Topps calls it. So yeah, all the family, I think everybody's family, well, I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of people that I know had a similar deal where a family came in earlier, right? Because, you know, almost everybody was off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which were, of course, since they fell on Monday and Tuesday, I think a lot of people just hit the road on Friday and then spent the weekend as well. Oh, my family actually went back, though, before that, because they have a, well, my sister and my brother-in-law, anyway, went back before that because they have pet sitting issues. They always have to be home the night of the 23rd because their pet sitter won't work beyond that. Or actually, sometimes maybe the morning of the 24th. But anyway, they have to be home by Christmas Eve because pet sitter takes off. There's Alex Kirilloff. That is for the Minnesota Twins. It is paper, so it's numbered to 499. He's one of your good players in the farm system for the Twins. Of course, I guess Royce Lewis is probably your number one for the Twins, but that guy's probably in your top 5 anyway. Nice Logan Gilbert if you have the Mariners. How about that? Orange to 25. Our first orange making an appearance. And it came with an autograph attached. Just the kind we like. My favorite kind of orange is the autographed kind. Ooh, sorry. See, I moved too much on that one. Sorry. I know, I gotta sit in one spot. Just start moving around. That's what happens. Woohoo! Sorry, kids. I hope nobody was wearing headphones. It's probably worse if you are. I know Jay Allen does, so it's a good thing he had already gone to bed. I would have probably deafened him. Even though I did try to turn my head and get out of it a little bit. That is for the Royals. It is numbered to 402. And Kevin Jackson. That one, of course, the chrome variation. Buckeye, you said it's 24-17 Colts. I don't think we're going to get that tie, man. I think we can pretty well assume that the Steelers' season ended when the Ravens picked off that last pass of Baker Mayfield's. That's too bad, too. I wish the Browns had just tried to kick it. I know it was far. It was like 50-something yards. But I think they had a better shot kicking it. I mean, you got a rookie quarterback, a lot of other rookie players in a kind of a pressure situation there. And I'm not entirely surprised that turned out the way it did. I really would have obviously preferred that they kicked it. Yeah, Buckeye, you're right. We weren't playing well anyway. We didn't even play well today for what I saw of the game. I really didn't watch all that much of it because I was not feeling all that well, so I didn't watch all of it anyway. But what I did see, we certainly weren't playing very well. It's to 99, the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz, paper, green. But it's really not surprising we haven't played well for like the last 5 games or so. We've really been just quite terrible. So that's what you get when you play badly. You don't make it to the playoffs. Tyler Frank, Tampa Bay Rays. So, not much you can do in that regard. You do have to wonder, though, if Tomlin's going to find himself on the hot seat a little bit, because it's been several years in a row where we've kind of had these weird collapses, either right before the playoffs or the first game of the playoffs. And, I mean, there's just something there that he's just not getting done. And I like Mike Tomlin, but I don't know. You have to wonder if he's going to be on the hot seat or not. Oh yeah, you don't get to see it play a lot down there in Florida, I guess. Yeah, unless you've unless it's one of the national games, or you've got the NFL ticket, which I think only comes with satellite, right? You can only get that if you have Dish or DirecTV or one of those kind of things. Ryder Green and Justin Dunn was the Yankees and the Mets on those two refractors. I see a little gold on the horizon. It's for the Yankees. Albert Abreu /50. It's paper for the New York Yankees. Louisville Cardinals. How about it? That makes you happy. I know it does. That's Griffin Roberts out for your St. Louis Cardinals that you're looking for a little love for them, Dan. So at least we've got a little bit of mojo for you there. And then behind it is a Griffin Roberts refractor parallel. So not too shabby there for the Cardinals. Make things a little bit better. Always better when you get a hit, right? A purple parallel for the Twins. It is Blaine Enlow /250 with a purple parallel. One of a zillion two-team cards, just going to stack right on up there. Shed Long and Tristan Pompey are our two refractor parallels. We are now getting ready to crack into our last box. So you know what that means. It is last box mojo time. See if we can't bring the heat. Now our next break of Bowman draft, which if memory serves is Friday, will be the start of a new case. So when we roll into that one, we'll do what we typically do. For those of you who might be joining for the first time, you might not know how we do that, but when we start a new case and we don't finish the case all at the same sitting, I take all the boxes out, number them on the end, and then we use random.org to pick out which ones we open on the first half of the break. Obviously, the remainder is what we open on the second half. This is the Diamondbacks. That is Jackson Goddard /402. It's chrome. Man alive. Like, it's one of those... Have you had bronchitis ever? And you get those kind of dry coughs where you just feel like you are going to crack a rib, but like nothing comes out of it, so it just stays in that kind of dry cough zone. I think that's kind of where I Jordan, you said any one of your 6 teams will do it. Well, let's try then to make that, ring that bell for you. You deserve some good mojo. You stepped in and picked up all those unpaid teams. I hope that we can make it pay off for you. Grayson Rodriguez, the Bowman Sterling continuity for the Orioles. Buckeye, yes, it is at 7:30 tomorrow night is the break time. Obviously, the auctions will end before that. I would expect that they probably end somewhere, you know, from like 5 something up through 6:30. I forgot to pull it up tonight, to be honest with you, so I don't remember the exact time they start ending, but I don't think they would be ending anything before 5 o'clock. Most likely they're probably more ending, you know, like 5:30, 6:30 range, somewhere in there. And it's just the 2 mixers tomorrow. Boston Red Sox. That is numbered to 402. It is Thad Ward, Chrome. Nice Mackenzie Gore refractor parallel. Yeah, Buckeye, I didn't used to get sick either, man. But they started me on a different medication, I guess last year. And then I got sick last year at Christmas, and then again this year, right about the same time. Started feeling bad, you know, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day kind of deal. But it's, you know, that new medication they have me on, it lowers your immune system response. So I think that's probably it, you know, just out more at the holidays. And so is everybody else. So everybody's crazy germs are floating around, and I apparently managed to grab some of them. And then, of course, because I'm asthmatic, anything I get just goes right into my lungs, you know. But your asthma's completely gone now that you're in Florida. That's nice. I lived in California for a while. I didn't have nearly the asthma and allergy problems there that I have here. Although I wouldn't say they were completely gone, but they were certainly diminished. Far less problems with it there than I have here, that's for sure. Although, you know, normally kept fairly well under control, except for last Christmas and this Christmas. Well, that's not what I thought it was either. I thought I saw the edge of something that I think I didn't. Well, no, I did see it. Okay, I did see another autograph edge, and then I thought I missed it, that it wasn't turned the opposite way. It's the Reds again. Still not the player you were after. I know you wanted Jonathan India, and instead we got you another Josiah Gray, but this one is numbered to 250, so at least a variation instead of 2 that would have been potentially the exact same. So managed to get you a couple of Reds autographs, just so far not the player you wanted. There's Nick Gordon and Nick Sandlin for our 2 refractor parallels out of that pack. See, I caught myself that time. Yeah, I was getting ready to stack that paper base on there and caught myself that time. Well, we definitely can tell there's some purple heading our way. And that is for the Angels. It's numbered to 250. Brandon Marsh. I wish that had been signed. Of course, we wish they were all signed, right? I mean, if it was up to me, like 50 hits a box or something, that'd be nice. And here's Lenny Torres with an autograph for the Indians. So Cleveland coming in here late to the party. Jimenez and Groshans went by with our refractor parallels. And, sorry, hang on, that one is chrome. Okay. Numbered to 99 for the Orioles. You have the green parallel for Ryan Mountcastle. Andreas Jimenez and Daniel Lynch, the refractors. We're closing in on it. Gonna get us across the finish line here, not too far off target. Maybe a hair past an hour, but not a whole lot, I don't think. There's a Jonathan India insert for what that's worth. Cody Clemens and Adam Wolf, both for Detroit, were the refractor parallels. Next to last pack. Of course, we will have some housekeeping to deal with after the fact. We'll go verify our redemption, and we'll need to award all of our cards that have 2 teams on them. There's a nice little Alec parallel for the Phillies. And then, of course, after we do that, we'll recap things. There's Ryan Weathers and Morejon that are both for the Padres on the refractor parallel. All right, we are in our last pack. Griffin Roberts to 499 paper for the Cardinals. Our last autograph out is for the Braves. It's Grayson Janista, and that's also the refractor parallel, so it's numbered to 499 for the Braves. Last autograph held out there to the bitter end. Carter Kieboom and Trevor Stephen, our last 2 refractors out. Okay, so we're going to recap here in a second, but we do have a couple of things to do prior to that. One of which is to go verify Tristan here is a Miami Marlin. So we're going to buzz over here to the Topps website and look this up. Well, I guess I didn't leave us on the right page, did I? We got to get on to the next page to find the Bowman draft checklist. And we're looking, of course, for the one that says draft pick autograph is our card set. And we're going to get there eventually. There we go. And Tristan, we should find down here as a Marlin, but let's just check it out. Sure enough, there he is a Miami Marlin. So that is our redemption, all nice and verified. I guess I could write that on there. That's normally what I would do if I were thinking clearly. Next up, we've got these fun things to give away. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to take you along with me. We'll go to random.org. I'm just going to type in left side and right side. And because I have 9 or, when I have 9 or fewer items, I do random 3 different times, and it's the third random that makes the determination. If I have 10 or more items, we only do random once. Obviously, left side and right side, well, that's only 2. So we're going to do random 3 times. The third random will make the decision. Okay, so you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here is our third and final. And there you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp, and it comes up as the right-hand side of the card. So here, that's how it's going to stack up. So we've got Reds, Indians, Diamondbacks, Mariners, Blue Jays, Padres, Indians, Diamondback, Padre, Ray, Pirate, Mariner, Red Sox, Reds, D-backs, Braves, and Mariners. So that's how those are going to be distributed. I'm going to take this one that I put in a sleeve to circle. Of course, that's on the sleeve, not on the card. To circle the right-hand side of the card, so when it comes time to sort these, I will know where they go. So recapping our Bowman Sterling continuity are here on the top. And we go to our numbered variations. This color and paper is to 499. These are unnumbered, but in there as a variation. 99, 250. This color is to 402 when it is chrome. 402, 250, 50, that's paper. 99, that's paper. 402, 499. That is an image variation, I'm fairly certain, of Brady Singer and the Royals. To 250, and there's our sparkle again, to 499 paper, 499 paper, 99 paper, 402, 402, 402. This is 150 paper, 99, 250 paper, 402, 250, and 499 paper. Jordan, that was not a good night, was it? I am sorry, man. I was hoping that that's going to turn out better for you. I'm going to have to hope then we're going to owe you some double mojo in the next break, aren't we? I think we are. So we have the Tristan Pompey redemption. That's going to go to the Marlins. We did already verify that team on the Topps website. Grayson Janista to 499 for the Braves, autograph and refractor. Lenny Torres for the Indians. For my Cincinnati Reds, that is Josiah Gray to 250. The Cardinals with Griffin Roberts. The Tampa Bay Rays with Tyler Frank. The Seattle Mariners with the nice Logan Gilbert orange to 25. Cincinnati Reds, that is Josiah Gray again. For the Giants, it's Jake Wong to 99. For the Yankees, you have Josh Breaux. For the Indians, it is Noah Naylor. And we got things started tonight with the purple parallel of Cody Clemens, numbered to 250 for the Detroit Tigers. So that's our break for tonight. I will put up the spreadsheet information here one final time for anyone who might have missed it. We'll look first at what we've got coming up here in the days ahead, and then we'll look at the shipping schedule. So tomorrow night, again, starting early, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Both breaks are mixers. On Tuesday, we're going to start early again. That one will be at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. That one's on New Year's Day. It's a half case of autographed mini football helmets, start of a new case, full case of Bowman's Best, full case of Optic Football. On Wednesday and going forward, our new nightly start time is going to be 9:30 for the foreseeable future anyway. We may switch back to 10 in the summer, but for the time being, we're going to start rolling at 9:30, which means, of course, auctions are going to be wrapping up earlier than you might be accustomed to as well. Most of them for the night will probably be finished, hopefully most nights by around 8:30. Occasionally might stretch to 8:45. Sometimes might end as early as 8:15, but somewhere in that area. So Wednesday night, we'll open a basketball jersey, an 8-box case of Playbook football, and a 12-box case of Contenders basketball. On Thursday, it'll be a football jersey break, another case of Bowman's Best Baseball, and a 16-box master case of Revolution basketball. On Friday night, we'll do another half case of mini helmets. It'll be the back half of the case that we start on Tuesday. And then we'll start a new case of Bowman Draft on Friday night, the 4th, as well. Then shipping-wise, guys, of course, these estimates take into account two different things. One is the fact that we have a holiday coming up, so no mail service on Tuesday for New Year's Day. And I think my counter is closing early on New Year's Eve. They're normally open late until around 7, but I'm fairly certain they're closing early tomorrow. And then, of course, the other thing, just I'm moving a little slower than normal because I'm a little under the weather, so not as quickly as I might like. But right now, we're planning on this getting out the door on or about Thursday. If I can get it out to you faster than that, I certainly will. And if for some reason I do not start feeling better and I can't work as fast as I would hope, then it could possibly slide a day later, but I'm going to do my very best to get it to you Thursday or sooner. And that, I believe, has got us covered for tonight. So I am going to hop off of here. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining me. I appreciate that. I will be back at it tomorrow night at our 7:30 start time. Hopefully I will see one or most of you then. And until then, take care. Bye.